Leadership is to take action in a way that adds value to someone else. If you're going to be adept at understanding yourself, understanding your story, particularly your failure narrative, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, trying to come to grips with what your passions are, having a good grip on your ethical boundaries and values. These are not the kind of things that are easy to do all by yourself. You need relationships to do this. And what do I mean by relationships? So when I use the term relationships, people tend to think of affection. Oh, I like this person. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the clinical definition of relationship, which means mutual trust, mutual understanding, mutual respect, which means you can discuss a sensitive issue with them. You trust them, and they in turn trust you. You respect the person, and it'd be great if they respected you. And when I say relationship, I'm not talking about how many people you're connected to on, pick your social media platform. Lots of people are connected to thousands of people and they got no relationships at all. When I sit with people who are struggling and they come to see me, first thing I ask them, who have you spoken to? And the answer invariably, more often than not, is no one. Why? Clergy, family member, friend, blah, 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 brother, sister. They don't have anybody that clicks all three of those boxes: mutual trust, mutual understanding, mutual respect. So how do you get these relationships? You got to work at it, and they've got to be done face to face. You're not going to develop a relationship with somebody remotely or being connected to them. You got to do three things, in my opinion. You have to share information about yourself, okay? Or if you're running a business, share information about the business. It's pretty tough to have a relationship with somebody if you withhold information. They have to understand you, and they have to understand what you want to talk to them about. But in order to do that, you got to share some information. Number two, you have to be able to ask them questions, which I call inquiry. Ask them questions so you'll better understand them and get to know them, okay? It builds trust and respect. And third, seek advice and allow them to seek advice, if appropriate, from you. And this has to be done face to face. Share information, ask questions about them, seek advice, and if you do that enough with people, you build relationships with them. It doesn't happen overnight. It does not happen in the first meeting. You can't be forced. It could take months or even years. And if you're lucky, after that investment, you might have 5 or 10 relationships. That would be a lot, okay? Now on a business front, you might have more relationships, people that you can talk to. But on a personal side, to understand your failure narrative or a lot of these sensitive issues, you might be doing well to have a handful, okay? I don't care whether it's 4 or 5 or 6, but I do care if it's 0, okay? So what I would say to you, practice it. A lot of people have lost the relationship muscles. Now, they brag, oh, I've got 1,000 followers, or I'm talking to people all the time, or I'm out there socially. But how often are you sharing something real, authentic, asking about them, seeking advice? I'm saying if you're going to do these exercises and get in shape and understand yourself, and I'd say even to do vision, priorities, and alignment, you're going to need to build relationships, mutual trust, mutual understanding, mutual respect. In order to do that, share information, ask questions, seek advice.